Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the weekly outlook. Looking at the news calendar in the forexfactory.com, there's nothing much from the Monday and Tuesday, but red folder news are starting from Wednesday to Friday. So that is when it is ideal to be trading, when there are red folder news. But from Monday and Tuesday, I'm anticipating that price is going to be just consolidating, so nothing much to trade from there. But if I get any confirmed price action from the Monday and Tuesday, I'm gonna trade it. But the ideal day to trade is from Wednesday. That is when we're gonna see price action moving with much volume. We're gonna start by analyzing the DXY, which is gonna tell us the direction of the currency pairs within the week. That is those that have the US dollar in their pair, like for example the GBP, the EURUSD, the USDJPY. Okay, so as you can see here, we had a liquidity sweep in the weekly time frame, and price showed a rejection from, as you can see, this big wick. This means that there is a rejection in the weekly time frame, so price is starting to go up. And as you can see here, we have a weekly fair value gap here, which I'm anticipating price to either respect or disrespect. I'm not really sure about this, but my anticipation is that after seeing this rejection from the weekly time frame, this big wick, and price sweeping the liquidity down here, I'm anticipating that price is gonna disrespect this weekly fair value gap and head into the previous month high, or rather the external range liquidity up here. So that is my anticipation in the weekly time frame. Okay, let's head on to the daily time frame to see more price action. As you can see in the daily price action, we had this 4-hour fair value gap here. Let me go to the 4 hour so that you can see it. With this 4-hour inversion fair value gap here, which price came and respected it and started to go high. So that's showing that there is bullish price action in the market. Let's go to the daily time frame. Okay, in the daily time frame, we can see that there's a price rejection here, so price started to go up, and here we have this daily fair value gap which price disrespected and headed to the external range liquidity here from this 4-hour inversion fair value gap. So this continues telling us that price is strongly bullish. Okay, so I'm anticipating that this weekly fair value gap is gonna be disrespected and become a weekly inversion fair value gap. Okay, so my bias for this week is that this daily fair value gap here was disrespected by price, and so I'm anticipating that price is gonna respect this inversion fair value gap and head on to the previous week high as I have marked here. Okay, every day you need to mark the previous day high, the previous day low, previous week high, previous week's low, previous month's high, previous month's low, because those are liquidity zones where price it is anticipated to react from. Okay, but my weekly bias is gonna be bullish, and we're heading for this previous week high or even this previous month high in the long term. Now, in the GBPUSD, remember when I said that the DXY helps us know the direction of the market for the dollar pairs, for example, the GBPUSD. Okay, in the DXY, we saw that there was a rejection from the downside here. Price started to go up. In the GBPUSD, there's a rejection in the upside. As you can see, this big wick candle. This indicates that the price is ready to go down. And we have this fair value gap here, which price has not yet respected. Okay, I anticipated that when price comes to this fair value gap, it will go up, but it did not go up. Instead, it continued to go down, and I'm targeting my previous month low for the GBPUSD. Okay, so as you can see in the weekly time frame, we have this order block here, which price came and broke through it and formed this weekly order block. So my weekly bias is that I'm anticipating that price is gonna return to this order block and continue to go lower to this previous month low. And here we have a monthly fair value gap, which I'm anticipating price to tap into. Now, in the daily time frame, as price was going down, it came and tapped this daily order block here, which price is currently reacting from, and price is starting to go up. So there is our weekly fair value gap, which we are anticipating price to disrespect, and this is a weekly order block. And my anticipation in the daily time frame is that price is gonna tap this fair value gap here, or rather this small order block here in the daily time frame, and start to go lower to the previous month's low. Or if it doesn't respect my order block, I'm anticipating that this price will come and sweep liquidity here, will come to my previous week low, take the liquidity here and head to the previous month high. That is my anticipation. But as we saw in the DXY, price is going to go higher because of that big rejection from the external range liquidity, and it started to go higher. I'm anticipating bearish buyers in the GBPUSD. As you can see, price is starting to selling, and my target is the previous month low. So as we have said, the weekly bias is that price is going to tap this order block and start to sell. But for today, which is on Monday, I want to see price come to this inversion fair value gap here, or this breaker block here, and sweep this for 4-hour candle, this 4-hour candle, and head to the order block. So that is my anticipation for today, which is on Monday, the 23rd of 2026. And afterwards, tap this order block here with this bearish daily fair value gap and head lower to the previous month low, or this external range liquidity, which is the previous week's low. Now, in the EURUSD, we also have this big rejection in the weekly time frame from the external range liquidity here, this big weak candle, as we saw in the GBPUSD, because the GBPUSD and the EURUSD move in the same direction. Okay, so price came into this fair value gap here, this weekly fair value gap here, which price has not yet respected, but it has not yet disrespected. So price might go up or it might go down. But my anticipation, as we saw in the GBPUSD, was that price is going to be bearish. So also in the EURUSD, I'm anticipating that price is going to be bearish because we had this rejection here from the external range liquidity. Price did not break the external range liquidity with the body. It only broke with a big wick, indicating that price is rejecting buy position. So price is going to head lower to maybe this previous month's low, but I'm targeting this previous week's low for this week. As you can see in the daily time frame, price is respecting bearish PDRAs. We had this bearish order block last week, and price respected it and headed lower. So that is also another indication that this price is ready to go lower and there is bearish bias in the market. So if there is bearish bias in the market, I'm only going to look for bearish PDRAs to sell from. So we have this fair value gap here, which price disrespected. That means that price is not planning to go higher because it disrespected this fair value gap. So I'm anticipating that price is going to hit that inversion fair value gap and head lower. Okay, so price is currently in the inversion fair value gap. Now let's see how price is gonna play up. In the 4-hour time frame, we can see that there's a 4-hour order block here which price reacted from after sweeping this liquidity sweep. So there was a buy here and price has tapped our inversion fair value gap. So I'm anticipating that the high of the week to be formed either on Tuesday or Wednesday, and the price should reverse to the lower side, which is the previous week's low. So I'm expecting price to reverse from this previous week high, or instead tap into my inversion fair value gap, tap into the half of this inversion fair value gap here, and price to reverse. Okay, or also price can also tap into this 4-hour inversion, this 4-hour fair value gap here, which has not yet been targeted. In the USDJPY, we can see there is a monthly fair value gap which price tapped in during the last month and started to go higher, but it didn't sweep the previous month low liquidity for it to head higher. So in the weekly time frame, I'm not sure about the price action of USDJPY. I don't know if it's bullish or bearish for the weekly buyers, but my anticipation is that price to come and sweep the previous month low liquidity to have enough buying pressure for it to head to the previous month's high. Okay, because price recently tapped this monthly fair value gap, but it did not have enough pressure, enough buying pressure to head to the previous month low. Instead, it reversed to the downside, but it didn't touch this previous month's low yet. So I'm anticipating that price is gonna tap this previous month low either in this week or next week. And I have also seen that there is after price breaking through this order block here, price has returned to this order block here. Now I'm anticipating that either price might sweep this previous month high and head on to the previous month low, because those are liquidity zones. So that is my anticipation for the weekly time frame. In the daily time frame, we can see that price is disrespecting bearish PDRAs. Now that is showing us that there is bullish pressure in the market. In the DXY, we saw that the DXY was bullish. That also means that the USDJPY is also bullish. So I'm going to be bullish in this week, and my anticipation in the daily time frame is that price is going to tap this order block here, where we also have our inversion fair value gap here, which price disrespected and turned it into an inversion fair value gap. So I'm anticipating price that is gonna tap this order block and head on to the previous week high, and also head on to this external range liquidity here, or rather the previous month high up there. In the gold chart, we are in the weekly time frame. We can see that the price came down and tapped this weekly order block here, and price rejected it, forming CRT. There is a weekly CRT here. So this is the weekly CRT low, the weekly CRT high. Price came and swept it and tapped the order block here, which is enough confirmation that the gold during this week is gonna be bullish, expecting the price to reach for this external range liquidity here, or the weekly CRT high. In the daily time frame, price is confirming the bullish price action by disrespecting this bearish fair value gap. You can see here that price has formed here an order block which is within the bullish inversion fair value gap. So my anticipation is that price is gonna return to this bullish order block here and head to the weekly CRT high. So in the 4-hour time frame, I'm also anticipating price to come to this bullish inversion fair value gap and tap this daily order block here, which is in between the bullish inversion fair value gap. So during this week, anticipate that price is gonna go to the discount of this range here. As you can see, our entry, which is the order block here, it is within the discount zone, which is reason enough to buy this pair from this order block here.